Hi, beautiful people. If you're new, welcome. If you aren't, welcome back to the studio. I have a couple ideas for today, so buckle in, grab your hot tea or whatever preferred beverage you have. Always drink water. Today, I'm going to be going over goals and things I hope the YouTube channel could be, because I definitely want to help people, and you kind of see what I'll be talking about later on. Right now, the idea for the drawing today is going to be my character Mush, which I think everybody's seen if you've been here before. If not, I'll insert an image here in just a second. But I wanna go a little crazy. I want to draw a background today too, which I'm not familiar with, but I have this idea in my head, so I'm going to get the idea out real quick. I want Mush to be standing in grass, and the grass be like taller than her, of course, because she's a mushroom. So I want the grass to be taller than her, and maybe looking up at like maybe a butterfly or the sky or something like that. I'm going to get some references together, but I wanted to get this out of my head while it was fresh. So yeah, I'm going to work on the sketch here in a minute. I'm going to show you the references I have pulled together, and then we'll get into sketching and see what we can come up with. Okay, give me just a moment. Okay, so I think I changed my mind. I think I want it to be a wallpaper, but I gotta look up the pixels real quick so I can make the right size. I think I might have it saved in a prefix already, but let me see. No, give me just one. Okay, so it says that the right size is going to be 1080 by 1920. So let's see if I can. 1080 by 1920. And then I'm just going to add up here. For wallpaper. Okay. Now we have that, I'm going to walk through the inspirational board I made, so hopefully you guys start getting somewhat of the vision. So like I said, like grass field, but like up close from like where you would see her. Also some things on how to help me understand how to paint the grass. Some references on some references for butterflies, and some on mushrooms, and kind of the feeling of like the line art. And I want a very painting like vibe, so we're gonna see how close we can get to that. So let's get sketching, and then once I have it sketched, I want to talk more about the YouTube, so stay tuned. So let's start that. We have the sketch laid out. I really like this, so I'm quite excited. I'm a little worried about painting it, because I tried to watch tutorials on grass, and it was really difficult, because like I even watched like one of my go-to like tutorials, and it was from Mark Burnett, and it was all like brush packs, and I was like, well, I don't have brush pack, so I was like, okay. So I ended up watching this lady. Like, I had to watch, like, people real painting, and I got somewhat of a grasp on it. Other than that, it was just references, so we're gonna see how we do. But a little bit on that while I block in. The first color is going to be, let me check my notes here. Channels I kind of want to get into are like what kind of vibe I want my channel to be, and I have some examples of other channels that I kind of want to mash together to be that. I'll make sense here eventually. You'll see. So let's block this out real quick. So my first one is Viora. She's very entertaining, and like everyone on the list is like who I would watch after like either like a long day or like just a day that I need some like happy times. And I definitely want this to be kind of a spot where I can go, where people can go and be like, they can kind of like not worry about the rest of the world just for a little while and just kind of relax and enjoy, just kind of chill for a while. So based off of references that I have looked at, closer grass is darker, farther grass is lighter. So that's why I'm doing the darker grass immediately around, and then I'll do the lighter grass behind it. Also, if you hear that beeping sound, I'm very sorry. I finally realized it when I was editing last week's video that the fire alarms go off, and I'm so deaf to it that I did not realize that everyone else was hearing that in my videos. So I apologize. I will be trying to get that fixed soon, possibly. We'll see. Next channel is Mark Brunette. Again, just like he has this perfect way of mashing entertainment with education, which I think is really cool, and his work is really neat. So again, he's kind of a good mix of both. Let's see who else I got up here. Sam Does Art. Same thing. He kind of mixes educational if you're trying to learn that kind of style, and he's just very entertaining. Like, he's very likable. So yeah, I'm trying to sorry, I'm still trying to figure out what to say. But yeah, like I said, just I want to be entertaining, and I kind of want to get into like telling stories and just pretty much ramble while I draw, and you guys can learn with me, because like I said, I'm not a professional, I'm just relearning. So that's kind of where I want my YouTube to be currently. Like I have Aopes, I hope I'm saying that right, but again, I watch her all the time. I freaking love her. Then I have other ones that make sense to the more of the storytelling, which is Jaden Animations and Ice Cream Sandwich. Again, like, you're just watching them because you just kind of like, you're de-stressing, and they're always light and funny, and you can always rely on them to kind of help you get through your day just a little bit if you ever need it. Other inspirations is Nerdforge. I love watching them, and again, they're just kind of like, they bring so much creativity and life to anything you're watching from them, and I just really, really appreciate that. And so that's just, I don't know, it's just something I want to be able to do for other people, you know, give people a little bit of a break from the noises of the world. And if you come to me for that, like, I'm so blessed and happy for that. Let's see who else I got on here. Oh, Wicked Wicked Makers. They make animatronics. Again, so cool. They're so talented. And they're so much fun to watch, and they've got so much creativity too. Like, it's absolutely amazing. So let me block in all the grass colors, and we'll be back with the next topic. Oh, and also if you're curious, I'm using this brush from the artist set on here, if you need that. I don't know if you do, but I thought I would let you know. Okay, so a little bit of a change. I didn't really have time to voice record and draw, so I did the drawing, and that's going to be speed paint, and I'm going to try to say the rest of the things within the rest of the time, so I'll get to the point. One of the big things, or two of the big things that I said is I set the amount of followers I would like to have before I do a face reveal, and I landed at 50K. I think I've already said that, but I'm not quite sure, so I'm just gonna re-say that in case I didn't already. And then the other very big thing is I want to be able to use the YouTube to help other people. So obviously I know that I need the followers and stuff to do that, to where it starts making money, but like, if people could come to me, or they need help, or they need to find a house, or they're homeless, or they're working on their dreams and they want it to be seen. I want to be able to help people where they can come to me with their stories, and I can share their stories on here while drawing something maybe that they requested. I'm not quite sure how I want to lay it out, but I know that I do want to help people and bless other people if I get the opportunity to get big enough to help and bless people. So yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly how I want to iron that out, but I definitely wanted to say that way if anyone has any ideas on how I could help people with it, or how I could structure that. Like I said, I think the biggest idea I have right now is that once I can get the following and kind of set myself up, is that people can maybe share what they're hoping to do or what they need help with, and then that video, everything that video makes, would go to them and helping them do whatever they need, if that's wanting to start their business, or getting the attention, or if they're looking to buy a house or their car, or whatever that might be. All the proceeds from that video would go to them, and they could maybe request what is being drawn, or if they wanted to share their story, I could talk about their story, or I hope you kind of get the gist, but that's kind of what I'm thinking of. So yeah, I think that's my two biggest things. So like I said, you guys are welcome to comment down and see, if you guys have any inspiration off of what I said. You guys could definitely help me iron that out. And like I said, the biggest thing is just getting to the following where I can help other people. So yeah, I think that's all for today. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll post the final product. And yeah.